It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Bills under the lights on Monday night.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight we polish the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Alert! Go!
Off the play fake. Allen finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen. Flushed out right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. He had marched to the end zone the last time out.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Half 85, half 85. We go.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Here we go.
Complete to number 14, Stephon Diggs. Brings up first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of The play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in for 4 yards out.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
There's Wilson to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Bills at 8-1 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And here come the Bills. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen, flush to his right. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and short now following the fumble. Now Allen going to change it up. Now Allen throwing on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid from 8 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hines. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down. Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be... yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, Williams. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still going. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yard. Back under the century mark for the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
51 yards on the punt there.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
The busy night continues for Williams. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Javonte Williams.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Allen.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
That's good for Bills. First down.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Allen to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Hit the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Allen. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Allen. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 7. 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. Caught by Dulcich. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here. Take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. It's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Broncos send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Hines now on the return.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Bills getting set to go.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys. They're like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring,